Hello, all my football fans out there. This is Buckeye Vinny. This team that I'm about to cover tonight has a very rich football program in the state of Ohio. Their big-time rivals are the Camp McKinley Bulldogs. And yes, I'm speaking about the Massillon Tigers. Folks, let me tell you a little bit about this team. They were coached by legendary Paul Brown, Lee Tressel, that's right, Jim Tressel's dad, and Earl Bruce, none other that coached Ohio State Buckeyes back in the 80s. Folks, I have a lot of respect, for the most part, for the Massillon Tigers. Like I said, they are known throughout the country for their football, no doubt. Now, I'm going to date back years past that Warren G. Harding Panthers and Warren Western Reserve Raiders, back when they were two powerhouses in Warren. Tremendous rivalry. Tremendous. I'm going to also mention up in Cleveland, St. Ignatius and the St. Edward's Eagles. They used to call that the Holy War. Actually, they still do. Two Catholic schools getting it on. But none is better than Massillon Tigers and Camp McKinley Bulldogs. What I'm getting at is this. As a youngster, I remember in the 80s, on the Wheaties box was Chris Spillman. And I'm like a high school kid that made the Wheaties box. Folks, look it up. It's the truth. And I'm trying to figure out, well, what school did he play for? Sure enough, he played for Massillon Tigers. So now I'm looking and I'm doing my history and I'm trying to find out, okay, well, this kid was phenomenal. He would have had to win a championship, a state championship. Not the case. Folks, I'm going to give you this, in my opinion. Massillon Tigers made it to 4 true state championship games. 1980, Cincinnati Moeller beat them 30-7. 1982, rematch. Moeller won again, 35, Massillon 14. 2005, Cincinnati St. Xavier took on Massillon. And let me tell you, St. X was a powerhouse. Massillon put up a good fight, but to no prevail. They lost 24-17. And just last year, folks, 2018, Akron Hoban Knights beat Massillon Tigers 42-28. Folks, I just mentioned 4 state appearances, true appearances by Massillon Tigers. Massillon, in my opinion, love me or hate me, I don't care, has yet to win a true state championship game. A true one. This is what I'm getting at. Massillon claims that they have 24 state championship titles. Folks, this is a trophy that is given to a team that beat another team on the battlefield. If you're Massillon, back in the 50s, 60s, this was giving to Massillon a piece of paper stating that, well, a group of writers from the newspaper got together in a room and dictated who the state champions would be. And folks, it seemed like it was every year, because they marked down at the stadium on their press box 24 state titles. I'm sorry, folks. You cannot count that as state titles. I'm sorry. Like I said again, 1972, OSHAA came out finally. Thank God for the person that created the playoff pairings in 1972. And let me give you a little history. Cincinnati Princeton and Massillon Tigers were in the one division, facing off. And Cincinnati Princeton beat Massillon Tigers in 1972, 17-14. Now, this team I'm going to throw out, they deserved a lot of credit. And actually, they're in my neck of the woods, not far. Warren Western Reserve Raiders on the west side beat Cincinnati Princeton 1972, the team that knocked off Massillon, 37-6 Warren Western Reserve Raiders beat Princeton. And let me tell you about the Warren Western Reserve Raiders. They had some major ball players, folks. I mean some really good ball players. Ross Browner, Joey Browner. They both, one went to USC, one went to Notre Dame. This is a team that the Raiders had. So what I'm getting at, they were also coached by Joe Novak, which that season in 72 finished a perfect 12-0, followed by Cincinnati Princeton that finished 10-1, and they also tied one. This is what I'm getting at. Massillon Tigers finished 10-1. If they didn't do the playoff pairings in 1972, how much would you want to make a bet that the writers for the newspaper would have got together and said, well, Massillon, minus the game against Cincinnati Princeton, folks, what I'm getting at, Massillon, well, they're 10-0. Well, let's give it to Massillon again. Why? Because they got it 24 previous times. This is what I'm getting at. Massillon, if you fans or coaches or players, I have great respect for you guys, but what I'm about to do here is give you true state champions. Are you ready? St. Ignatius Wildcats, 11 state titles from 72, when it started, folks. Cincinnati Moeller, 9 true state titles. St. Ed's Eagles, 4. Akron Hoban, 4 in a row until this previous year. Camp McKinley Bulldogs with 3. Cincinnati St. Xavier with 3. Cincinnati Princeton 3. Cincinnati LaSalle, Division 2. Massillon, I'm going to let you know now. You get past Avon, you might down the road will have to face Cincinnati LaSalle. They are a powerhouse. That's all I'm going to say. Warren G. Harding with 2 state championships, 1974 and 1990, and Cincinnati Elder. Folks, only thing I'm getting at, I'm not picking on Massillon by no means. I just said I had major respect for that program. They deserve it, yes. Major ball players just came out of Massillon, and I stated Chris Billman, probably the biggest one. But folks, let's be honest. A true state title is not given by a bunch of writers in a room drinking coffee and just deciding, well, let's give it to Massillon from 50s, 60s, and I believe 1970. Do you know how many teams that year from the 50s and 60s and 1970 that were also undefeated, but they decided to still give it to Massillon? Why? Why? This is where 2 teams should get it on the field and decide who the state champs are. Folks, I'm just saying again, you go in Paul Brown Stadium, I'm just going to say it again, the press box reads 24 state championships. Sorry, folks. Incorrect. Incorrect. In my opinion, you could get on and you could look back. Since 1972, they do not, OSHAA does not include those 24 paper Tiger championships. They include true trophies that a team battled another team on the field to dictate who Ohio State champs were that year. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I'm sure you will. Massillon fans, again, not picking on you, but I'm a straight shooter. I'm Buckeye Vinny. I only speak the truth. Again, it is my opinion. It is my opinion. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. This is your chance to subscribe if you still like me, and this is your time to comment. All my friends out there, Facebook friends, I know you're going to enjoy this. Please comment too. I really want to hear the comments big time. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this Massillon segment. Again, Massillon has a pretty tough game coming up. Avon Eagles, perfect 13-0. I will throw a shout out. Massillon, I am going to give you credit. The past couple games throughout the playoffs, I have been predicting you to win. Look back in my other videos. I have. So, but I'm going to tell you right now, Tigers, a true state championship is where you battle on the field. And right now, you've been to 4, and you're 0-4. Peace out. God bless. And folks, later on in the week, Buckeye prediction, Ohio State coming in at number 2 versus number 13, the team up north. This will be a dandy. Peace out. God bless. Love you.